A portion of today's video is kindly sponsored by Thrive Market.
It's that time of the year again where the cozy, chunky sweaters come out. I get to pull my boots out of storage and overall just expose myself for how truly basic I actually am. Let's declutter my closet for fall, y'all. I'm trying to keep this door open to show you that this is my closet. It just keeps closing by itself. It has a mind of its own. This is my seasonal clothing bin that I just pulled down from my closet. It has my sweaters and some of my more fall and winter type clothing in here. And I'm gonna be going through this, pulling out pieces that I want to use for this year's fall winter capsule wardrobe. I'm also gonna be doing some reorganization in my closet, and by my, I actually mean our closet. This is a shared space with my husband to give you guys some encouragement and some gentle motivation. If you have a project like this that you're going to be tackling, I'd love if you would work alongside me. And also, if you struggle with clothing, if you're kind of like me and clothing is a literal pain point, I just want you to know that you're not alone. I hope it'll be an encouragement to you. So drop this emoji in the comments. We're gonna get started going through my seasonal bin and picking out some of the stuff that I want. But before we do, I'm gonna throw it off to sponsor Natalie, who's gonna share with you about today's partner for the next 2 minutes and 22 seconds.
Oof, oh my gosh, what did I order? One of my favorite days of the month is when my Thrive Market order arrives. Thrive Market is a membership-based online grocery store on a mission to make healthy living affordable for everyone. They have so many products. Their selection is incredible. I get everything from my whole bean coffee to my wool dryer balls. They have other household supplies, cleaning supplies, foods for so many different dietary restrictions, specialty diets, and lifestyles like keto, paleo, vegan. The filters on their website or the Thrive Market mobile app are super easy to navigate. Gluten-free, dairy-free, egg-free, which is what I look for. Like this Bob's Red Mill vegan gluten-free egg replacer. I can't find it anywhere cheaper than Thrive Market. They stand behind their affordable prices so much that they have a price match guarantee. So if you find something somewhere else for cheaper, they will match the price for you. Amazing. In fact, I saved over $85 on this month's order alone. I have a kid who doesn't do well with dairy, so this is a staple here, the Thrive Market plant-based mac and cheese. And then I also get other pantry staples, especially with the holiday season and baking and cooking coming up. Thrive Market organic whole berry cranberry sauce. We got Thanksgiving right around the corner. These holiday spice cashews, oh my gosh, I discovered those last year during the holiday season. Amazing. I got my favorite masala chai from the Rishi brand. It's cheapest at Thrive Market, and I can make some dirty chai lattes. They even have fresh and frozen products. I even order things for our cats. These are the catnip and chill crunchy cat treats. I have some other laundry essentials here since this is a clothing video. I love the Molly Suds Oxygen Whitener. This Indigo Wild detergent. I also ordered their Winter Pine scent for the holidays. So many amazing products at such affordable prices, and you can save even more when you shop through my link. It's thrivemarket.com/Natalie Bennett. That gets you 30% off your first order with them, and they will send you a gift worth up to $60 in value. Thanks so much to Thrive Market for their support of my channel through their sponsorship and for helping me help support my family. This sweater, this actually used to be my Grandma Judy's. How sweet is that? I already cheated a little bit. I pulled it out a couple of weeks ago because I had a project, a holiday project video thing that I was working on, so that's already been pulled out. Let's see what other goodies await. I'm gonna go through these, do a quick yay or nay so that I can move on to the other decluttering that I need to do. This, immediate yes. I have had this sweater with this little lace trim on the bottom for so long. I think I got that when I was actually pregnant with Haley, so 7 years ago. I have a couple of like boyfriend style sweaters with buttons on them. These are from the Quince brand. You're gonna hear me talk about that brand a lot throughout this video. It's probably my favorite
clothing brand. And this is their alpaca wool sweater. Love it so much. I also have this tan color as well, same style, size, and material. So that's a yes. I think this is a no. I have had these sort of acrylic sweaters. I think I also have a tan one. Yep. I've got this one as well. I've had these for many, many years, but I have learned that more synthetic fabrics don't agree with me as well. I've gotten many seasons out of these, but over time they've just gotten really pilled up and they're starting to show their age. So these can be the first things in the decluttering pile. Hey, do you see that maroon sweater dress that's on my chair over there? Could you grab that for me? This sweater dress I pulled out early because my sister actually has a family photo shoot coming up. She asked if any of her sisters or mom had anything that she could borrow for it. So this is going into my collection, but I am putting it to the side because I'm gonna let my sister borrow it for her photo shoot this weekend. I have the exact same cashmere turtleneck sweater from Quince, just in this tan color. This is a nice alternate, and this is staying. So after going through this sweater collection and keeping the ones that work for me and donating the rest, I went through the rest of this seasonal tote. And oh my goodness, I kept only a few pieces from what I packed up last year. The majority of what I'm decluttering here are pants, specifically jeans that I had purchased in hopes that I would be able to wear them by this time now. Unfortunately, my chronic pain, I get abdominal migraines, I have C-section scar pain and a hernia. They don't allow me to wear a lot of the typical jeans that other people can wear. I have discovered a brand that absolutely works for me, that's specifically designed for people with abdominal issues. It's called Ginger and Dandelion. They're the only jeans that I actually own now, and I will link them in the description box for you guys if you deal with similar stuff. But the rest of the jeans, like this whole pile, I can say goodbye to, and that feels so good. I've got that worked through. Now it's time to head into the closet itself and tidy some things up. So this is my dresser, the top of it, crazy. Need to take care of that. This is Weston's dresser. I don't really know what's going on over there. This rack over here is my hanging clothing. I definitely have some like spring and summer stuff on there that needs to kind of be put toward the back, and my fall and winter stuff put toward the front so it's easier to access. And then up on the top shelf of our closet, things have just kind of been thrown up there that need some help. Okay, I'm gonna call a bit of an audible here. And I've been mulling over this for a while, actually years. It's this sort of love-hate relationship that I have with a seasonal bin. So let's weigh the pros and cons. Pros, it helps me compartmentalize my collection as a whole. When you live in a place with distinct seasons and a wide range of temperatures and types of weather, it's nice to be able to only access the stuff that actually works for the season you're in. Now, when spring rolls around and things are starting to heat up and I want those lighter pieces, the con of having a seasonal bin is this awkward transitional time where it's not really part of my wardrobe, but it's not really out of my wardrobe because I find myself needing it. And the same is true when we go from the heat of summer into the coziness of fall, and I need to start pulling out a cardigan or a sweater here or there. I've waited this long to bring down my sweater bin, but the reality is I could have pulled this down weeks ago and really been wearing my collection, but I've kind of been waiting until I do my fall closet declutter. Part of this issue is the fact that I'm a content creator, and so I do sometimes save projects so that I can film them and share them with you guys, which I love to do, but it poses this issue of, is the seasonal bin really that practical? And I feel like at this stage of my life, it's not as practical, and I was doing it before as a way to really help myself just really focus in and hone in on that simplified, smaller number of items in a capsule. And while it has its merits, and I think it was effective in helping me really focus on what works for me and what does not even need to be paid attention to, moving forward, I've definitely grown and I have definitely changed in the last couple of years. And I trust my spending habits. I trust my choices a lot more than I did back when I was really focusing on quantity over quality. My collection is simple and small enough that I feel like I can fit all year round clothing in this unit and pretty much eliminate the need for a seasonal bin at the top of my closet. It's difficult for me at 5'0" to even access. I think I've made my decision that I'm going to utilize these empty bottom drawers in my dresser for those off-season clothing. That way, when spring rolls around and I'm not wearing the bulky knits and I'm ready to maybe even pop on a pair of shorts, they will be right there, easy for me to access and easy for me to switch things over. I think that this is going to make decluttering and putting together my capsule wardrobe not as daunting of a task, because let's face it, it is not fun to have to lug that thing down, go through it, not even remember what's in it anymore. I've heard some people say, and maybe I've said it too, that having a seasonal bin is like, ooh, you get to shop your own stash. And at this stage of my life, I'm not feeling like that's a fun thing to do. I'm feeling like when I see that big bin up there, it's kind of a daunting task. And honestly, if I had been able to see those jeans that I was holding on to see some of the other pieces that no longer work for me physically, I would have been taking them out of my collection over the past several months rather than waiting for it all to kind of pile up right now. I think it'll just overall make things a bit easier for me. This sort of arrangement, I have to acknowledge, might be a no-brainer for someone with a different brain than I have. Compartmentalization is definitely an ADHD trait of mine, and sometimes it takes really struggling with one system for me to finally realize that it's the system that's the problem, not necessarily the stuff in the system or the person making the system. So no guilt, no shame, only good things. Moving on, putting my seasonal stuff into the bottom drawer, and we shall see how this goes.
Clap your hands and you'll feel stronger. Tomorrow you get another chance. Don't blame yourself under the circumstances.
Okay, I got all of my pieces for my outfits that I'm going to be making hung up. I grabbed some of these linen pants out of that storage bin, and I'll probably need to wash and dry them to get those wrinkles out. Same can be said for a couple of my silk pieces that I have. These are washable silk from the Quince brand, and so I'm gonna pop this into the wash as well just to kind of get those wrinkles worked out. But that is what I've got hanging up here. And then swinging over to the drawers, I have chunky knits and sweatshirts in this deep drawer. I have loungewear and t-shirts in this drawer. So this is like the couple of jogger, like workout pants, and then a couple of leggings and basic like bike shorts. This is it. This is all that I have in that collection. I also have some like slip shorts that I wear under dresses. And then I have pajamas and unmentionables in this bin here. And everything fits. I mean, we've got like room in between, and I don't feel like this is an overcrowded drawer. So I'm happy with that. I moved my seasonal drawer that I did have on the very bottom up a drawer because I have a full drawer still freed up after putting everything in my collection back into this dresser. And I'm going to offer this drawer to Weston for his collection. He has a bit more than I think what his drawers over here comfortably fit. And one of the reasons I have been sticking with that seasonal bin up at the top is because I've been holding a couple of these drawers in reserve in case he wanted to utilize them. This weekend, I think he and I are going to do a little bit of work in here with that organization. And then maybe he'll want to do some decluttering. I'm not going to put pressure on him to do that. He likes to have more pieces in his collection than I do, and that's okay. More power to him. I call it a day for right now. The kids need me, but I'm going to pick it back up on the weekend, and we can work on some organization and getting this top shelf taken care of, getting the top of my dresser taken care of. I've got some like accessories and jewelry, perfume, and that sort of organization that I want to do up here. And then we'll also work a bit on the shoes.
Hello, welcome back. We are picking up where we left off. It's the weekend. Weston's home. He's actually on his way in right now. We were working on some stuff outside today, and it's actually almost dinner time right now, but we committed to spending like an hour or less on tidying things up in here, namely his collection of clothing. So it's been a while since he's gone through stuff. He saw what I did here in my drawers and my hanging clothing, and he's ready to take me up on expanding over into this. Hi! I was telling them that I freed up a drawer for you.
Let's go.
Yes! In addition to moving some stuff over to this drawer, we are though going to look through his collection because it has been a while and we need to find some things that just don't belong, just to free up some space, give his collection a little bit more breathing room. This is going to be a quick declutter. We're just going in and finding stuff that is tattered or worn out, stuff that doesn't fit him anymore, stuff that doesn't fit his style anymore. Are you literally undressing right now? Oh my gosh. Whole mood of a video changes once you get over here. Hello.
Hello.
So it's just kind of going to be him going through his stuff. You don't really need my help with it, but I'm here if you need to bounce ideas off of me. And while he's doing that, I'm going to work on probably the top of my dresser, which looks like an absolute hot mess. And I recently got this little expanded lower clothing bar. Because I think it would be a good solution for hanging my pants. I also got some pant hangers. I have not been happy with these type of hangers for pants specifically, so I think I might have a solution. Let's see how this goes. You ready to get started?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Forget the past and make some new plans. Don't blame yourself under the circumstances. Tomorrow you'll get another chance.
Are you ready?
Let's see this.
Wait, are you keeping it just because you spent that much on it? Aww. Do you know what that's called?
What?
Luxury loss.
Stormtrooper.
Okay, here's my question for stuff that I spent money on, and that's the reason why I'm keeping it. Does keeping it put the money back in your bank?
No.
And neither does getting rid of it. So you're
When did I ever wear this with?
I don't know.
I get laughed at.
Weston, that's so 2016.
Goodbye. Good day.
Alfani. Slim fit medium. Stop. Band tees and socks and underwear on the top one.
Never gonna wear the panties. They're just there.
So could we put band tees in a mementos box? Instead of, because you're never gonna wear them.
Yeah. Did I ever
Sure.
put this?
I don't know. I was probably small when you got it, hon. You probably just grabbed the wrong size.
Where are all the loving words? Where have all your sweet dreams gone now? Change everything. Just go through the transformation now. Change everything. You know success is your creation. Wipe that frown off your face. When all is done, you'll be a winner. Don't lose yourself under the weight. When all is done, you'll be a winner.
Yay! Oh, it looks so good in here. I am so happy with how it turned out, and I I wasn't expecting to be as happy with the results as I am, and a huge part of that is Weston's help, taking the initiative to work on his side of the closet and get some stuff decluttered out. Wait until you see the pile of stuff that he decluttered out. But before that, I just wanted to show you what it's looking like in here with some of the organization and improvements. So like you saw, Weston and I worked on switching out the bins of stuff that we have up here. We were just using old, repurposed, and many of them were actually pretty broken, little bins and baskets and stuff that we had from our old house or various places. Some of them are still usable, and we will probably put them out in our garage shop area, but these new bins, I love how they look. The white just makes it so clean. They kind of disappear up here at the top of our closet. So these two larger totes, this one on the bottom has our air mattress and some sleeping bags in it. The one above it has duffel or like overnight bags that we have up there. Weston has a hiking backpack in there as well. And I don't know why they're stacked. They could actually be side by side, no problem. Then we put together a bin for Weston's band t-shirts. You may have seen that little conversation. His band tees are not actually really part of his wardrobe. They're more of a memento. So they are in a mementos box. This is the bin that you saw me pack in. This is like travel supplies, travel tubes for TSA. I have alternate purses in there. I'm gonna fire up my Cricut here and make some labels for the sides of these bins so we know exactly what is in what. Organization only goes so far, but when you don't know what is actually in the bin after a few weeks, it can start to fall apart. So that is a priority. I'm definitely going to be labeling these bins. We were able to utilize this bottom drawer for his workwear, high-vis items, and then his work pants. He has a couple of other pieces that are actually in the wash right now that will also be added to this drawer as well. You saw me install these couple of little floating shelves. They can't hold very much weight. They're kind of cheapy, but they're not holding very much weight at all. It's just my collection of perfumes. So I have spring and summer scents up at the top, and then my fall and winter scents, or the scents that I typically wear in those seasons, are on these two shelves. And then when we switch over to like spring and summertime again, I'll probably swap which collections are where, because of course the lower shelf for me is easier to access. I went around and found all of the different little pieces of jewelry and earrings. This is it. This is my entire collection of jewelry. I grabbed a smaller one of these bins and ended up putting some clothing maintenance and care products in here. I have a little like vodka spray that I use on armpits of cashmere and like suits, like blazers and coats and stuff like that. That's an old musical theater trick that works so good. Literally just straight vodka in a spray bottle, and you spray it onto the armpits or any other odorous areas of your clothing, and it works amazing. And no, it doesn't smell like I've been hitting the bottle. So I have that, my clothing steamer, my D-Pillar little battery operated machine. I am keeping a lint roller because we have kitties and I get that on my dark clothing. It's noticeable, so I have to do some lint rolling. I always keep an extra tube of my deodorant in here. And I also keep an extra hairbrush in here as well. Often I will style my hair before I get dressed. That's just usually how it works out. And then I need to give my hair another little brush after I've, pulled a sweater over my head or put a blazer on or something. So I'm gonna prop up a couple of summer pieces here in this drawer so that I can show you just a couple of shoes. I did end up getting myself a pair of nice, like all-weather, these are Blundstone brand. I have a friend who swears by these, and she has a similar foot shape and kind of list of needs that I do, and so I really trust her recommendations. I've only had these for about a week, and I have worn them a few times, and I've been happy with them so far. I still have my velvet birdies flats. I still have my Rothy's pointed toe washable shoes, which as you can see, there's a little dirt on there. I should probably wash them. These are also Rothy's washable shoes, and this is different from my last closet decluttering video. I decluttered out my last pair of slip-on Rothy's shoes, but this is actually an upgraded style in their collection, and it is much better for my feet. Some of the shoes that I ended up putting away in my, I just keep this little basket down here for seasonal shoes. Those are my Passion interchangeable little heels. It's this whole dealio where you can take the heel off and it becomes a flat. I swear by these shoes. It's not just a gimmick. They've changed the game for me and replaced so many different pairs. And I was looking at my more formal shoes and was realizing that a gap in my collection is a closed-toed option. So I bought myself another pair of Passion heels, and these are the Cole leather. These are real leather, Dorsey style, so it's that closed toe. I love the point, very classy. And these can be flats like this, or you can put the little heel setup on it like this. Pop it on and you've got like a cute little kitten heel. I also have chunky, isn't that cute with that little patent shine on it? They have like a little heel cap when they're down to flats, and yes, they do flatten out. They're nice and flexible while still being supportive. So these are going on my shelf for this season. They're perfect for my fall and winter capsule wardrobe. I love the versatility. These are definitely more of an investment, and it took me a while to bite the bullet on these, but you guys know back when I finally did, I was just absolutely blown away, and that's why I continue to make purchases from them. Of course, I also have my good old Birkenstocks that I wear around the house. I have my Birkenstock slippers that I just got out because it's been cold enough in the mornings that toes are feeling really chilly when I step out there, and it's just frosty fall day, and that's only going to get more and more as the season goes on. So now is the time to check out the declutter pile. Are you ready for this? Da 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 da! Here is Weston's decluttered pile, along with a little bin that is kind of ripped on one side, so he wants to get rid of that as well. That also has things in it. We're going to sort through this, find the things that are still perfectly good that we can pass on to my brother or someone, and then there are things that are literally only good to be like garage rags or something. But oh my gosh, this was less than an hour's worth of work, and he just quickly went in and grabbed the things that don't work for him, and I'm just so grateful for his help. It has made a huge difference in our closet. So here is my pile, not as impressive, but still something. Like I was showing you earlier, I have all of these failed attempts at buying jeans, and these were advertised as having like soft stretchy waistbands. Nothing compares to my ginger and dandelion jeans, so these can all go. And then those were some of the sweaters that I showed you. I ended up picking out a few more. I have a swimsuit that didn't end up working for me this year. I have this felt, it's just a fake felt hat from Amazon that I wore all the time, probably back in 2018, 2019, and I haven't touched it in years. So as cute as it was, I think it might be on its way out when it comes to like being a trend, and I'm just not reaching for it anymore. So that can get donated. And then I found a couple of travel bags and an old purse that I never use anymore. So those can get decluttered out as well. So here is the sum total of what is leaving our collection and leaving our closet. And I am so happy with what we were able to accomplish. I would love to know in the comments what you do with clothing that is seasonal. If you live in a place that requires sort of a seasonal shift in your clothing. Do you have a separate bin or a tote, something you stick under your bed? I used to do it that way, and man, I just really feel like I have landed in a spot that really makes sense with my brain and with my habits, my personality, and also the fact that I do need alternate types of clothing, heavy versus light, when it comes to the 4 seasons that we have where we live. I feel more peaceful than ever when it comes to my collection, and it's not because of the number of pieces, although that has played a role over the years as I've continued to pare things down. But I really feel like eliminating that seasonal bin, as big as it is in the sort of 333 method to do it that way, I feel like it's not the best fit for me and my brain and how I operate. And I'm just feeling really good, and like I can take a nice deep breath when I walk into my closet and not feel overwhelmed by this daunting large bin that has a bunch of stuff in it that I'll have to go through in the next season. I'm very happy with what I have going on in there, and it is, oh my gosh, if you look back 4 years ago, where our closet was, not just my collection, although my collection, oh man, I had so much stuff, and some people need so much stuff. I did not. And also Weston's collection. Like I said, he likes to have more clothing than I typically keep. However, he had probably quadruple what he has right now. He has definitely also learned and matured and gotten into that more quality over quantity mindset. And I mean, looking in that closet right now, we have not even 10% of what we had this time 4 years ago. And oh my goodness, the peace that that simplicity has brought to us has just been so worth every effort that we have made to continue to refine and to maintain and to really be honest with ourselves and move forward with something that works as good for us as we can get it. And I think this is gonna work. And for those of you who enjoy numbers, I counted through my collection and it's still less than 100 pieces total. That's even including like loungewear and work t-shirts, pajamas and stuff like that. So when it comes to like my core collection, my capsule, I'm right there at about the 33 mark, but that number doesn't really matter to me as much as the pieces in it actually functioning, being mix and matchable, and really working in a cohesive way to make it easy to get dressed for church, or for if I'm gonna do a sit down video and I want to put a cute outfit on, or going out with a girlfriend for coffee, or whatever it is, especially headed into the holiday season where I have more events and more little outfits to put together. I'm very happy with where I'm at. Clothing, shoes, accessories, jewelry, perfume, and I feel very accomplished for what we were able to get done today. And I'm so grateful that you were here for it, that Weston joined me for it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for a great October here on YouTube. It's been an awesome month. Just a reminder, next week I'm taking off because it's the first week of the month. In November, my schedule is gonna change a little bit from that in the coming months for the holiday season. So stay tuned and be sure you have your bell button turned on so you don't miss when my videos do go up. The first video in November is going to be my holiday clean and decorate with me video, which is one of my favorite videos to make every year. So you're gonna get some Thanksgiving decor, some Christmas decor. I'll be setting up my Christmas tree, and I will see you back here in 2 weeks for that video. Thank you so much for spending a little part of your day here with me on my channel, and I'll catch you later.